Extra live.
We're live.
We're live.
Monday night. NickyBato. Have we never done this before?
No. We're going to prove that time slot is everything.
Time slot is everything.
Time slot is everything.
Well, actually, maybe we should think about... Because next week we have to... Starting next week, we have to compete with football.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I don't really think we have a jock crowd. Anyway, I never got that vibe.
I don't think so, yeah.
No one's ever messaged the chat and said, who do you think's going to win the NFC East this year?
Yeah. What's the over-under on... Well, I guess that they could be into sports without sports gambling, but...
Yeah.
I don't think there's any sports at all. Yeah. And also, we would win anyway. We would win that competition. It's not
against the NFL?
Yeah, it's not close.
There was one week we were going to drop something on the night of the Oscars, and I was like, hey, bro, it's the night of the Oscars. And you were like, yeah, fuck the Oscars.
Yeah. Like, screw the Oscars. Mr. Happy Labor Day, boyos.
What's up, buddy?
Happy Labor Day, Johnny. It's Labor Day. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, legend?
How should we start, you think?
How should we start? I don't know.
Should we talk about...
we should talk about how you're here, alive. Do you know how
yeah.
many people texted me saying that they were worried about
and
you?
then you told them all I died.
I didn't tell them anyway.
Every question you said sadly.
Yes,
so
yeah. If someone said, "Did Nick die?" I said sadly, and then they say, "Is he okay?" I go sadly.
I also
no matter what I said.
If I died, you wouldn't just post a pic.
Yeah,
at the very least, there'd be a black and white filter, right?
At the very least.
Then that's a valid question.
And I would stream about it. I would
Emergency
stream my reaction,
stream,
yeah.
A live reaction to Nick dying.
Yeah.
The thumbnail is you like...
Yeah, I'm like... Nick died.
So this was the...
Mr. says he's feeling good, by the way.
Oh, thank
All
God.
he did was donate blood, which he thought was going to you. Otherwise, he would have been sitting there all day.
I try to donate blood. They can never find a vein. They say I'm too buff. They can't find it. They even do what do like fucking the heroin people do, where they tie the thing around.
It's like, is that a tourniquet? Is that the real? Yeah, I know you mean the real tight thing.
And they still can't find it. And they like flick my arm.
What is that gonna do?
I don't know.
Is it gonna make a vein pop out in memory of Nick? Yes.
So
Mr.
says. So Wednesday was a. So this was the series of events of Wednesday. I'll just tell you everything that happened.
Yeah. We need to hear it from the
Wednesday,
top.
I woke up around noon.
Yeah.
As one does.
It's Wednesday.
And then I had one of those Starbucks energy drinks. And then...
because you went to bed late.
Yeah. Well, I just think they taste good.
Do you... Okay, yeah. Will you just get an energy drink like you're getting a Diet Coke?
Just the Starbucks ones.
Just the Starbucks ones? Okay.
Yeah. So then we went and we shot hoops for like 2 hours, and Wednesday was really hot. Yeah. It was like 90 degrees out, and I had a little water bottle, not a big water bottle, like a regular water bottle, like a water bottle you'd have like with dinner, not like.
You had like one of the chubby soda Poland Springs.
Yeah.
Like.
So then we reconvened at my friend's house. I had a single White Claw. No, I had 2 White Claws. This is the thing, when I tell stories, even if the story's true, for absolutely no reason, I'll just lie about some details. Just because. So now I have to, like, consider all my lies.
How many lies have you told so far?
Now I get it back to the truth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we want the truth. You lied about the White Claw. How many White Claws did you really have? 3?
2. No, I had 2.
3.
But for some reason just now I said 1. Because I feel like if I get to the end of the story, you'll just be like, it must have been the 2 White Claws. Instead of like, no, this didn't happen because of White Claws.
Don't worry. No, we're all smart enough to not do that. We're not going to do that.
So I had 2 White Claws. Then we went out to dinner. And at dinner, we just got water and bread at the table.
Okay.
I had a few slices of bread. I had a glass of water. Then all of a sudden, I'm just like frantically drinking water. Like I just really need water. I took my friend's water from across the table and my own. I was asking the waitress if I could please have more water, like kind of urgently though. And then my vision started to go black in like a circular motion. Like it was like it would go black this way and then come back around and go black this way. Like, it was slowly filling up with black, if you catch my drift. Yeah. But then I'm like...
That's so scary.
And I'm like going like this, and I'm like sweating. And like my face is... From the people who were there with me said my face was gray. And then I don't know why, I decided I needed to get out and get air. So I stood up. And then immediately when I stood up, my legs were jelly. Like, I heard they crossed, and then they like went in different directions. And then I just...
You like started hitting the Soldier Boy and then fell down?
Yeah. And I remember tumbling, and that's it. I remember reaching for a wall.
Uh-huh.
And then nothing after that. And then I'm waking up, and like... My friend has my head against the wall with an ice pack, and like the whole staff is like looking at me, and then I'm like coming to, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? And they're like, you collapsed, and then I was like, and then I said,
did you say you were speaking gibberish too?
Yeah, so they told me afterwards, there was 10 seconds where my body was like awake, but I guess my brain wasn't, where I was talking like a sim. But I've never played The Sims, so I think Animal Crossing. They're like, and I guess, dude, that if I saw that,
yeah,
I would have thought that I had permanent brain damage. Like, dude,
that's
I don't
scary.
think it takes that long for your brain to be like permanently fucked up, right? Like if blood's not going to your brain for like a little bit, right?
It can. Like, I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. Yep.
So, but that's pretty cool that even when I was semi-unconscious, I was still doing bits. And then my friend said that was when the staff was like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
They've probably seen people pass out before.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like, this guy is like...
He's dead.
They thought you were some supernatural
yeah.
shit.
With Drogo, I did not get... I actually haven't asked yet. I feel like I don't know how to bring this up. He said, did you get the security footage? I don't know how to ask that.
You just go in and they'll probably recognize you,
They'll
right?
definitely recognize you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just say,
you remember me?
You have to go quick because they might delete the tape after a week.
Because they don't want to get sued.
No,
like,
no.
Maybe if your waitress had brought me water faster.
But I think that they probably don't.
Happened.
They probably don't archive it all.
That's true.
They just have like.
Well, I would archive that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's what I was. Yeah, maybe one guy's like, all right, we're gonna burn everybody a DVD of this one night, and then we're gonna delete the footage. So put your name on the list if you want the DVD.
And then I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm fine. And I was like, can I just walk home now? And they're like, bro, you have to go to the hospital. You just blacked out. And
that seems like an overreaction.
I just want to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And honestly, there's a part I'm leaving out that I'm not really telling people.
Why?
Because I don't want allegations. Because I feel like I already have allegations.
What is
that?
I know what allegations they are.
You know what they are.
I bet I know.
So there's a train story last year.
Something
similar happened, not fully similar.
You're not beating the piss and shit
Maybe
allegations.
no, I beat the shit allegations. Maybe my shorts were a little wet afterwards. But I'll say, not my fault. I was fucking unconscious. Okay? Thank God I hadn't eaten anything all day. Except bread. And, dude, so the floor was wet. And there was a split second where I thought, oh, I must have slipped on the wet floor. Instead of rationing that I was the wet floor.
You made a giant puddle in the floor.
And I didn't want to tell you because I know how you feel about piss. You'd get all horny.
Madruga says, did you piss yourself and then fake a seizure to cover it up?
Well, so my understanding was the EMT said it sounded like a seizure because he was like, did you get an aura before passing out? And I was like, yeah, I got an aura. My vision was black.
What does that mean?
Is that an aura? I don't know, an aura. I feel like I always have an aura.
I read an aura.
I have an aura, yeah. And then, the evacuating yourself, is that what it's called?
Evacuating yourself?
I guess that's in line with it. So he said it sounds like a seizure. And so that's what I was telling people, and now I'm less enthusiastically telling people it's a seizure. Because you tell people they have a seizure, they're like, oh my god, like, it's over for you.
He has brain damage and he pisses and shits himself all the time. That's what they start thinking.
So now I'm like, I don't, because I have an appointment on Wednesday. So now I'm like, I don't know what happened. The theory at the time was a seizure. I'm not a doctor though, so I'm not, I'm not pushing it.
Well, you said you just sweat all day and stood in the sun. And
yes.
didn't drink any water. Do you
I
think
drank some water though.
Do you think it could have been a severe case of dehydration? Well, maybe that gives you a seizure. I don't know.
I hope so. You know what they said? The dumbest thing is when you're like that.
Before you say that, Madro said they play it on their TVs, I bet, in the restaurant, the security footage. And Casey, welcome Casey. Casey says, tell the people at the restaurant you had a medical emergency and you would like to show your doctor what happened. Good. That's a fantastic idea. Yeah. Fantastic idea. You were saying it was not smart to do something. Get up?
Yeah, so the doctor was like, that was the dumbest thing you could have done was stood up. You should have just, like, put your head between your knees. I'm like, well, why didn't I think of that? That's just, people do that all the time. My doctor basically said skill issue. You wouldn't be here if you just did put your head between your knees.
Yeah, jackass. Who doesn't think to do that?
And
that's so crazy.
And the EMT was like, I was like, sorry about all this. And he was like, it's cool. My last stop was a naked crackhead. And I was like, okay. I'm not having that kind of night.
Yeah.
But
what is that even? Why is he telling you that?
Yeah, isn't that like a violation of HIPAA? He probably told the next guy, it's cool. My last guy was a dehydrated short pisser.
Yeah. Guy pissed himself. Pissed all over everyone.
Oh, man.
Madruga says, can you go there and ask the hostess for the usual and then fall on the floor and start
this
pissing?
This is why I was not including that. Because now that's the focus of the story and not the brain damage. I feel like I have brain damage now, yeah.
Where you can't hold it anymore. You've been wearing diapers since.
I feel like I was so smart before and now I'm just an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you feel that intellect is only measured by your ability to hold your urine?
Yeah.
And number 2. But you held the
so
number 2.
I'm kind of like, dude, on Wednesday, I'm kind of hoping there's something. You know what I mean?
You want there to be like
something because
irregularity in your brain?
I want that to be like something I overcome in my life. You know what I
mean? You want to have like a tumor? You want to have something crazy that you beat all the odds and overcome?
I don't want them to be like, you're fine, just make sure you hydrate. Then this whole story.
Then you feel like
this whole story is stupid because it's
like a doofus.
How did I not know this my whole life? They need to drink water.
Yeah, you oaf. King Pudgy Gaming, welcome, King Pudgy. King Pudgy, one of the winners of our giveaway last week, who had claimed Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Hope you're gonna be gaming, enjoying that soonly. Thanks for coming through, Mokuba and Nightwing. What's going on in here? Everybody, get in. So, welcome, legends. What does Mistrune say?
What Mistrune said, it'll be good to get a better idea because both his sisters had seizure and it's scary stuff. I don't want them to say it was a seizure, but we really don't know why. Because then it's like, do I just do one every year? Like every summer I just have a quota I gotta hit. Right.
And you're like waiting for
this
it?
This year was at the gun.
Anxious.
This was like August 30th.
August 30th?
Slipped it in, yeah.
Wait, a seizure or pissing yourself?
Well, they're probably the same thing, now that you think about it.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, that reminds me of 2 jokes. One is, you know what epileptics have for lunch?
No.
Seizure salad. And that reminds me of a second joke, which is a lot funnier.
The first joke reminds you of the second joke?
Yeah. And it's, you ask someone, you say, hey, do you know the difference between a Caesar salad and a blowjob?
Uh-huh.
And do you?
No.
Great, let's get lunch.
Okay. That was a great transition. Because a seizure wouldn't make you think of the second joke at all.
Right.
Wait, Mistrum, did they find out why they had seizures?
Yeah.
Or would they just tell them it was a seizure and then sent them on their way?
Yeah, how are your sisters doing?
I want it to be something I could tell people. You know what I mean? I need that, like...
I
you know what I mean? Like, everyone has that fantasy where they have cancer.
But it's
But
not going to kill them.
It's beatable. Yeah.
It's beatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want the beatable thing that people will still sympathize with you with over. Yeah. Yeah, I respect that. You just want a GoFundMe story, Casey says. Yeah. Well, everybody would. So true. Yeah. Damn.
Anything happened at the hospital? He hooked my hand up to the IV, then forgot to plug it in. So I'm just sitting there for a fucking hour with a needle in my hand, but nothing going in there. And I was like, dude, am I supposed to like be able to move around like this, like not connected to anything? And he's like, oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking wasted an hour of my life. You know what? The ER was sick though. They give you a TV.
They give you a TV. You get to take it home.
It's basically what I do at home anyway.
Except
you know what's funny though? On the way out of the restaurant, they had my food in a to-go bag. They gave it to the people I was with, and they didn't even comp the meal. What? They didn't even comp it. We didn't eat any of it, and they made it anyway. Gave it to us. Didn't comp it.
Wow.
Right?
That's foul.
It is foul, right?
That is foul.
So
that is nuts.
So my friends pay for it, and I'm just like not bringing it up.
They're like, here's this cold dinner you're never gonna eat.
Yeah.
You know.
He's in the ER, like, so we paid for the food. If you want to throw me like $30 or something, and I'm like, I'm in the ER.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Get my wallet?
Yeah. Jesus. Dude, King Pudgy said bro wants to make a wish. To be a make-a-wish. Nice catch. Welcome to the chat. Majority says, gotta boycott that place. Yes, we do. That's a boycott moment. Who am I boycotting right now?
You're boycotting going to Cosmos with me.
Oh, yeah.
He'll still go.
Well, if I was there, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have...
Yeah, I would have said...
You would have said...
I would have said...
Put your head between your knees.
Or, yeah, I said, Nick, do that joke where you pretend to suck your own dick, and you would have been fine. My middle sister, this is Miss Rune, my middle sister had petit mal seizures as a young kid, like 4 to 8 or so, and I think she kind of just grew out of them. But my oldest sister didn't have any until a grand mal when she was 27. Turned out to be a brain tumor that she got removed. Wow.
See, that's what I want.
Wow. Wow. After surgery, radiation, she's doing all right, but has auras every couple of days. Well, I'm glad she's...
Yeah, the aura's crazy, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope they're... Yeah, absolutely.
How would she describe an aura? I'm interested. I want to know if it lines up with my aura.
Either describe it in words, or we could give you a call on Discord, Mr. And you can tell us. My aunt actually, I think, had petit mal seizures when she was a kid, too, and she just doesn't have
But isn't that a vague-ass question for the EMT to say, did you have an aura?
Yeah.
Without describing what it means?
I've always had an aura.
Yeah.
Like you said. Now my aura is, like, covered in pee.
Okay. See, it always comes back to it wasn't even that much.
It wasn't even that much.
Because I was dehydrated. How much could it have been?
Oh, man, dude. Well, so you're going to a doctor's appointment on Wednesday?
Yeah.
So we'll know next week.
So I did this for content, yeah.
You did this for content.
This week and then next week.
You put off the appointment for content, too?
Yeah. No, I was just going to forget about it. Then I was like, okay, I have to actually figure this out. Dude, some breaking news last night.
The guy from Smash Mouth died.
The guy from Smash Mouth died.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And it's all because we did an episode talking about Matchbox 20.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's see what Miss Drew says.
I don't know all the particulars, but she basically calls it like getting sensory overload and her brain just can't keep up, accompanied by some visual difficulties and exhaustion.
That checks out.
That sounds very...
Because I did notice my hearing was very... everyone was very muffled. Yeah. And it felt like my surroundings were closing in on me.
Yeah.
So then I felt that would be a good time to stand up.
Casey says sometimes it's a smell or a taste. You might not recognize it as an aura until it's familiar next time it happens. So you need to have another one.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, this happened again.
So we'll revisit this after I figure out what's good with it.
After we figure
I'm hoping something serious. You know, that's content. We can't come back and say, yeah, I was just dehydrated. What do we do with that?
We're gonna make something up.
Yeah. What if they like remove part of my brain?
Can you describe in more detail so that I can get off of work for tomorrow? Madrogo says.
Smash Mouth.
Smash
The guy
Mouth.
from Smash Mouth died. We did it to Bob Barker, and now we've done it to. Well, how would you describe Smash Mouth music? I was gonna say
The Shrek band.
yeah, so they're Shrek rock. We were talking about Matchbox 20, and then Smash Mouth died. Jimmy Buffett died too.
Jimmy Buffett died. Oh yeah, that's why they closed the restaurants early, right?
Yeah.
They closed all the Margaritavilles because they knew he maybe he croaked then. They didn't reveal it.
Can you imagine? Someone said this. They said they were like, someone who works at Margaritaville was like, I woke up today and knew I was gonna have the worst shift in my life when they read the news that Jimmy Buffett died. But whatever, Jimmy Buffett is before our time. Let's focus on Smash Mouth.
Why didn't he make the restaurant a buffet?
Isn't did he have other hits, Jimmy Buffett? That's like really ignorant to ask.
Jimmy Buffett?
Was it just Margaritaville?
I always think that he's just Warren Buffett. I don't even know the
he's the
difference.
billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Smash Mouth.
Madrone was telling people he died a month ago when the restaurants closed. It's so funny.
So this dude, you know how people say you shouldn't, like people use rest in power too much? Does this Smash Mouth dude get a rest in power or just a rest easy? You know that? I feel like we're just throwing around rest in powers. Does he get one?
It makes him less special. It makes the rest in powers to the people who deserve him less special.
Yeah, so he gets a rest easy.
He gets a rest
yeah.
easy for sure.
He didn't really fight the establishment, but
we were just talking about how in that song where he's like, what is it? What are the lyrics? Somebody asked him for change.
It was
It doesn't. It's not.
Hold on.
It does.
I know it. It's
Oh, Jules! Of course it's Jules! Thank you so much, Jules! Looking up Nightwing with this song! Jules, thank you so much! You're a legend, Jules! Hell yes! Thank you so much, Jules. How you doing tonight?
Jules is so cool.
Jules is the coolest guy that ever lived. The coolest legend that ever legendized. Thank you so much, Jules. How you doing tonight? Welcome in. We're talking about Smash Mouth. Look at that. The Jotaro Crip Walk. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Jimmy Buffett, Casey says.
If you ever
Let's go, Jules.
made a song
Thank you.
as big as All Star,
Yeah.
would you keep making music or would you be like, this is what I do now? I would just perform one song until I died.
Well, they had that. They had those other songs. They had the Impression That I Get, and they had 1 Week.
They had the Chinese chicken song.
Yeah.
They had Ocean Avenue.
They had Ocean Avenue. And,
They had Lips of an Angel.
yeah. Yeah, dude, like the Rusted Root guy.
We were talking about
saying
Rusted
that. He said it would just do "Send Me on My Way," but that was Smash Mouth too.
Yeah.
The Rusted Root guy is this guy that just died. I feel like they did an experiment where they were trying to prove that it was better for money-making purposes to make several different bands with one hit than one band with a ton of hits.
So all of them were the Smash Mouth guy.
All of them were the Smash Mouth guy.
But he only took credit for Smash Mouth.
He only took credit for Smash Mouth.
So then when he died, we only eulogize him. See, I do a fucking brain image. Eulogize him as the Smash. But hold on.
Bubba to say, Bubba you. Yeah, that's what he says. Brandon says some of those were not Smash Mouth. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Detective Brandon.
Brandon Nye, Science Lad. Thanks for coming through, Brandon. How's it going? Bad Day by Daniel Powder by Smash Mouth and Mr.
That is, but something happened. It was the perfect moment in time for that song to hit because they got the Shrek bag. And
Absolutely.
most one-hit wonders don't get the Shrek bag.
No.
Like, I feel like they were good after that.
They capitalized.
Yeah. They never had to write another song again.
Absolutely not. And that's the thing. Do you think that they were planning on it? Maybe they were planning on it, and then they got the Shrek money, and then
I feel like All Star was big, and then when it got the Shrek bag, it was immortal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll sing a little Smash Mouth.
Sorry, guys, I'm unfamiliar with Smash Mouth. Jules, we got you, Jules.
There's so All Star is actually like a really like it has a good message. It's a really sweet song about taking your time with life and appreciating the little things. And no matter what, you're the man.
Yeah.
But there's the bridge where he says, somebody once asked, can I spare some change for gas? I need to get away from this place. I said, yup, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. So, this, apparently,
Give it up. Those guys, you know them, Jules, you know.
This down and outer asked this rock star for some spare change, and he says, "Yup, what a concept." Do you think he gave him the change, or do you think he just said, "Yeah, that's," and then made his own weird metaphor about how he also needs change, but in a different way?
Yeah.
I say, "Yup, what a concept." He said, "I could use a little myself."
And
imagine saying that to a homeless guy. Going, "Yeah, I could use some too,
brother."
I don't
think he even said it to him. I think he just looked away from him and saying it to himself.
And then had this epiphany for himself.
Yeah.
What a concept. I could use a little fuel myself. There's a really clever line, like the change, I can use a little fuel. Yeah. But I'm just, like, the logistics of this situation.
Yes.
Where this guy needs literal money. And he makes it some weird...
And it's like his plight is trivialized by the Smash Mouth singer who's like, oh, that's a great line from my song.
This one guy's epiphany. It's like, what a concept.
Yeah.
That's funny. You don't think he stopped at all? He just kept driving. And then to himself was like, yeah. Or do you think he said, yup, gave him the change, and then said, what a concept? And because I've listened to that song for 20 fucking years, and I do not think that guy got his money.
I don't think so.
That's why he doesn't get a rest in power.
It's all coming back. Here it is. It's all coming full circle. Mr. said it's so crazy that he died the weekend of Shrek Fest. Is that a real thing? Like the Renaissance Fair? It's Shrek Fest. I can't believe we didn't go.
I've never heard of that in my life. I think people really... they really take Shrek too seriously. Shrek should not have been what it is.
The Shrek fandom
Shrek
should be
should
left
have been
behind.
like that, like other movies like Hoodwinked and stuff like that. It shouldn't be this thing.
Shrek Fest is an annual gathering in Madison/Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No way! Shrek is love, Shrek is life, Jules says. King Punchy says, dude asked for money and bro busts out the philosophy degree. Of course we have Shrek Fest, LOL. Of course. You're Shrek. We have to have Shrek Fest. There are viewings of Shrek, ogre roar contests, onion eating contests, Shrek themed raves. It's a whole thing. Okay, we gotta go. Hoodwinked is the quintessential whodunit. And Nightwing agrees. He says that movie is great. It's a perfect film. But
well, they agree with me. That should have got the love that Shrek got.
Oh, I thought you were saying Shrek down.
I was, yeah. But now we can spin it in a more positive way.
There we go. Let's be positive. Yes, we want to be happy for, not mad at.
I know I have a reputation that I just hate anything that's popular. But Shrek, man, have you watched Shrek recently? Shrek is barely a step above Madagascar. It is just weird pop culture references and like satire on LA. It's really, I don't know, man.
Wait, Shrek 1 or Shrek 2?
So 2's pretty good. I think 1 sucks.
You think 1 sucks?
1 sucks.
I haven't watched it in so long. I'm curious. Wow, it sucks.
Yeah.
Nightwing says Hoodwinked has a cult following, and the Madrone says it's a beautiful time capsule Shrek.
It is a time capsule. I'll give it that.
And King Pagey, I was calling him King Pagey the whole time, and then Shaul Iron Fry told me it was pronounced Pudgy, and then your Twitter name confused me. So I'm sorry, King Pagey. It's King Pagey. I've been saying that the whole time. Mr. says King Pay Guy. 2 is the rare sequel that's better than the original. I feel like that's not that rare nowadays.
It's not. So I agree that it is better, but I don't think the bar was that high. Like when Madagascar came out, and everyone hated it.
You think everyone hated
and then
Madagascar
listen to the
too?
reasons they hated it, and I was like, all of this is Shrek.
What do you mean? What do you mean when Madagascar came out? When did Madagascar come out?
I don't think Madagascar was.
But what year did it come out?
It came out after Shrek, probably like 05.
But you were 10 years old, you said. You said you remember everyone hating Madagascar when it came out?
Maybe this is like
I think you were researching it. I get it. I get it. It's just funny to think that the 10-year-old film critic Nick was like, this universally panned Madagascar. When were you in 5th grade? Who were you talking to about it? But more power to you if that's what it was.
I think Shrek is an Eddie Murphy Carey job.
What year did Madagascar? 2005. You're so right, it did.
The only cool thing about Shrek is that the donkey fucks the dragon.
That's the only cool thing about Shrek.
I think that's the only timeless bit. Click Madagascar. I want to see what they thought of it.
You want to see the
yeah.
Where I'm gonna put on I'm gonna share the screen. Nick was like talking to himself in a shitty Blue Yeti mic. What? Bro was on game. Let me see. Sorry guys. Nope. We need this one. Yes. Look at Azumarill. Hell yeah, Jules. Oh, we got the Rasengan.
This is actually a really funny review. This guy said, "It's a pleasure to see a cartoon so determinedly devoid of sentiment." But this is like a positive review.
A stance confirmed by the hilarious demise of an angelic little duckling. Highly recommended for kids and adults. What the hell? He was a D1 athlete when it came to that dragon. Oh my gosh, Nightwing.
Actually, let me see how Shrek did. Maybe Shrek didn't get love like that.
It got the Kids' Choice Award.
I feel like Shrek's like a meme, you know what I mean? I don't know if you're actually supposed to think it's good.
It was the Kids' Choice Award.
That's okay. Madagascar.
No, I know. I'm just saying that. And David Schwimmer. Yeah, I hate this now. No.
So that's the bar as a Kids' Choice Award.
Yeah. Look at this picture of Ben Stiller. All right, let's look up Shrek.
This is all in honor of Smash Mouth dying.
Yeah.
I don't even call him by his name. I just call him Smash Mouth was a guy, right? It wasn't a band.
We called him Shrek Mouth. With the help of Donkey. Okay, yeah, let's look at the reception. And legacy. It's the 4th highest grossing film of 2001. Wow.
Did it come out before or after 9/11?
Let's see. Oops. Go up.
Before.
Wow. Do you think that would have changed?
I don't think the nation would have put up with Shrek. In a post 9/11. They'd be like, get the shit out of my...
I might be tripping, Jules says, but isn't DreamWorks a bunch of ex-Disney guys? I might be thinking too deep, so might be.
DreamWorks is so fucking crazy inconsistent, it's ridiculous.
What is DreamWorks? Do you remember in Zack and Miri Make a Porno when, like, I forget what Craig Robinson calls the porn production company, but then when he shows Seth Rogen, he goes, yeah, DreamWorks was taken. I was watching a movie this weekend, I forget, it was a DreamWorks movie. It was either Anaconda or Hell House. It must have been Anaconda. Isn't that crazy that DreamWorks did Anaconda?
Yeah, well...
You just think about them as the Shrek studio.
I didn't know they'd made live movies.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Maybe they just did the Snake.
Yeah.
Everyone else did. So this actually got really good reviews.
Yeah, this was like, this is universally loved. So it got an A.
I'm right again.
Wait, what was your take?
That it's bad.
Oh yeah, you're. Both these movies are like printed onto my head. I can.
Wait, go down. I think I saw something funny. Go down. Oh, never mind. When it says here, digital artistry as he braced for the slightly neurotic motor mouth, I thought it said neurotic smash mouth.
That's what they called the motor mouth. That was before the
Dude, but look, it's an Eddie Murphy Carey job.
It isn't. He was particularly praised.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They only did John Voight, actually. Madrone says, dude, I don't know if you guys know this. In the movie Anaconda, you guys know that movie? Let's go to the, just the first film. When you can't breathe, you can't scream. So, this stars John Voight, J-Lo, Ice Cube, everybody knows. Owen Wilson, actually, as well.
That's a stacked cast.
It's an incredible cast. And, let me see if it shows, like, John Voight as Paul Cerrone. Now, Paul, you'll see up here, the group encounters stranded Paraguayan snake hunter Paul Cerrone. This is John Voight playing a stranded Paraguayan in Portugal, who convinces them he can help them find the snakes or whatever. But John Voight the whole time is doing this voice where he's trying to have like this like Paraguayan or Portuguese accent, speaking English.
It was back when they let actors act, right?
Back when they let actors act. Oh my god. Like he says, but never asked me to recap Shrek 3. I don't remember anything from that movie. Me neither. Is that the one with Justin Timberlake?
It's Justin Timberlake.
I have no.
That's when you knew
it's
it
like
really
it's done.
jumped the shark. It's
done.
over. Yeah.
It's done. By the way, last week you guys looked up Adam Sandler, and the second Wikipedia result was for Adam Sandler costume wearer. That guy is fucked up. What, Mr.
Yeah, pull that guy up.
Yeah, let's see. He kills it too. Best part of the movie, dude. He does, Madrogo. John Voight killed it. Let's see. Brandon says, it's a shame Mike Myers hasn't done anything halfway decent since. What about Cat in the Hat?
Yeah. What about Inglourious Bastards? No, just Cat in the Hat.
What about, no, that was before. I was thinking about Saturday Night Live. No, I'm joking. Adam Sandler costume wearer.
He's an American criminal? Wait, I thought this guy dressed up as Adam Sandler characters.
Yeah.
He dresses up as Sesame Street people.
His name is just Sandler. What? He changed it from Daniel to
Sandler to Adam? I thought when you said an Adam Sandler costume wearer, he was just like a guy who dresses up as Adam Sandler.
Oh my god. He harasses bystanders in multiple cities while dressed as various characters from Sesame Street.
Anti-Semitic shit in Central Park dressed as Elmo. That's crazy.
Despite this, Sandler has publicly denied being anti-Semitic and says that he is actually Jewish. Oh. He was charged with felony extortion against the Girl Scouts of America, for whom he briefly worked.
This guy's lived 5 lives.
Yeah.
Look, in 2014, he was in San Francisco.
Sandler's
So he went from New York to San Fran.
Dude, he said that if he was not paid $2 million, he would tell the public that the Girl Scouts organization arranged for sexual encounters between campers and adult men. He was convicted and sentenced to 1 year in prison. Oh my god. This is what you were just reading, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He was banned from Fisherman's Wharf, Union Square, and Embarcadero. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. While in San Francisco, Sandler also attracted attention for yelling at tourists who refused to pay him after taking his picture, falsely claiming to work at various stores, and intimidating people with offensive rants. Oh my god, Mr.
God.
What a find by you.
Thank
that
God,
you saw
yeah.
that. Jeez.
He's like that guy we have in Poughkeepsie.
Who?
The guy who dresses up as the Joker and Ghostface.
Wait. I know who you mean.
He's not a nuisance.
He's not a nuisance, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
What does he do? Does he stand on the highway sometimes
there, yeah.
and screams at people?
I think he actually did get arrested.
Oh my god! There is a guy in our where we live, me and Nick, and yeah, he dresses up. I've seen him dressed up as Ghostface most recently, and he stands on the median of a highway and just swings a knife at people.
A fake knife.
A fake knife
Yeah.
at cars driving by,
Yeah.
right? Just it's crazy. Oh my god, Jules says, true story. Elmo said fuck you to my fam once in
It
New
might
York.
probably that
it
guy.
Was Sandler,
Yeah, it was Adam
Jules.
Sandler.
It was Sandler. It had to be. And Casey says, I saw a guy in Elmo costume get arrested in the city. It's the
It's the
dude,
same
it's gotta
fucking.
be him.
Holy
It's gotta
shit!
be
Wait,
him.
Mom, do you have that picture? Can you send it?
Dude, yes, if you have that picture, Casey, send it. Dude, and also...
Oh my god. I didn't know this was like a famous fucking guy.
Dude, Nightwing thinks that Cat in the Hat was nightmare fuel. It's the best movie, one of the best movies ever.
It's one of the greatest
One of the
movies
best.
of all
Brandon
time.
says Cat in the Hat is the one exception. I love that fever dream. Yes.
Taste.
Dude, well, the whole
Taste.
theory, and King Pagey says Cat in the Hat, pretty sure counts as a horror movie. If it does, it's a fantastic horror movie. It's a great movie. No, you guys are missing it. It's a fantastic movie, and the whole theory is that Mike Myers did the Love Guru. Right?
Yes, yeah.
And the Love Guru, we can get back to the costume wearer in a second, but let's look up Mike
I got
Myers.
Elmo getting arrested.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
Can you send it to my Twitter?
Yeah.
And we'll pull it up here. Now, when Mike Myers did the Love Guru, let's see if I can just find it. The Love. Yeah. Okay. In 2008, Myers co-wrote, co-produced, and starred in the poorly received The Love Guru. So this is the theory is that this is when Mike Myers fell apart. Was because this movie is...
He put so much into it, right?
He put so much. Like, this movie was like his passion project. This was like his
Austin
his
Powers
soul.
was for them. This was for him.
Austin Powers was for them. This was for Mike Myers. And this movie was so poorly received that it crushed Mike Myers and he never created anything again. Isn't that... That's wild, right? That he never did another, like, his movie again?
Yeah, he lived with the... So Cat in the Hat also got panned, but I feel like he could stand on that. You know what I mean? He was still proud of that.
What?
Like the reviews to Cat in the Hat didn't break his spirits the way the Love Guru did. Yeah.
No, not at
Because
all.
the Love Guru or Cat in the Hat also got panned.
The Cat in the Hat got panned, but that's a fantastic
But he
movie.
knew it was ahead of
Everyone's
its
wrong.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He knew. Yes. Okay, did you send the pic on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay, let's pull this pic up. Let's see.
My man.
Then Madrogo says you should tip Ghostface because that's fun. Mr. says, God forbid men have hobbies. And yes, Jules, that was Daniel Sandler. Mr. says, I'm pretty sure Daniel Sandler changed his name to make himself ungoogleable because the earlier incident section of his page is truly heinous. Okay, we're going to look it up in a sec. Let's see. We're going to pull up this picture on the big screen. Oh my god. Casey, you took this picture?
She was so close to him.
Dude, you're right there, Casey. This is Daniel Sandler right after he said F you to Jules' parents.
It probably was the same incident.
It was the same incident. Oh my god. Casey, how did you get this?
You know what? That is such a good alibi, though, to dress up as Elmo. Who's gonna believe Elmo's saying anti-Semitic shit?
Like, I'm Elmo. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Dude, poor Mike. No more party time. Excellent. That's me in the back, Jules. This is Jules right here.
Face reveal.
Face reveal. I wish I had video. No, this is crazy, Casey. Dude.
He looks like he's fighting it, too.
Dude, he
Like,
is.
he looks like
He's struggling.
resisting arrest.
He's totally struggling. Look, is this his hand? Is this his hand with no Elmo glove on it?
Yeah, I think
Is he
it
trying
is.
to go like, no, I went like that? Oh my god, I did the wrong one. Here's both of our faces. He went like that? He's hitting the whoa, I think. I think he's hitting the
Wait,
whoa
what
while
year
being
was
arrested.
this has to be like 10 years ago, right?
But you already said that's me in the costume. It went on for a while. Holy crap. This is nuts. Okay. Let's go back and read this earlier incident page. Not Mike Myers' earlier incident. Oh my god. Okay, so this is before.
Before he was famous.
This is
before he made it.
In 1999, Sandler was deported from Cambodia for operating a porn website called Welcome to Oh My God Camp. Yikes.
Yeah.
He was known as the country's first known web pornographer. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. Wow. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh, wow. That shit that he says about Asian women is insane.
He said it would be a good thing if the site was perceived as encouraging violence against American women because I hate those bitches, is what he said. Just this heinously misogynistic attitude put into practice with...
Wait, I don't understand. The thing is, he's humiliating Asian women and then says it's encouraging violence against American women.
I don't want
It doesn't really add up.
I don't want to.
Anyway, so he blamed an ongoing divorce.
And that's why he changed his name to Adam?
Imagine just being an absolute menace to society and blaming it on your divorce.
Oh my gosh. Dude, well, that took a turn, Nightwing says. And Jules says, wait, so is Daniel Sandler Adam Sandler's brother? No.
Wait, so he bounced back from this and then he did Billy Madison?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they had the Girl Scouts in dodgeball, actually. It was a political thing. They sided with Vince Vaughn. Oh my god. Yeah, that truly is heinous, Mr. Oh my god. So he went from Oregon to Cambodia to do all this hateful behavior, and then came back.
And then San Francisco.
So I so have reasons to be a menace to society after 2 divorces, LOL, Casey says. Okay.
Dress up as Big Bird.
No, yeah. No. Dude, dress up as Big Bird?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. This page is crazy.
So Mike Myers and the Love Guru killed him, huh?
Yes, the Love Guru killed him. It was panned by both critics and audiences. It won 3 Razzie Awards, including Worst Picture. Are the Razzie Awards just it's a parody show honoring the worst of cinematic failures? Wow.
Well, the Razzies are stupid.
That does sound stupid. Yeah. Stop hating on Mike, man.
Also, look at of course Justin Timberlake's in it. That guy just had the worst acting career maybe ever. You know, it's a shame because I think he makes pretty good music.
Yeah.
It would have been better
AO technology.
Yeah. If he just did like 10 more years of music instead of whatever this acting break was.
He needed to stop. He got a little too ahead of himself on the music too, right? Because that last album he did sucked, right? Is that the one where he just sounded like he was trying to do a Bon Iver impression?
That was the Man in the Woods album.
Yeah. What was that about? Also, the Guru Pitka, Mike Myers, is tasked with revitalizing the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey team? I didn't know that's what the movie was about. What? Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. I'm sorry, guys. Jules says Daniel Sandler's just a random bloke. Correct, Jules. Random ass dude. No idea. No idea. Justin was good. Just a complete random maniac who had the last name Sandler, changed his name to Adam Sandler, I guess, so that people couldn't find him online for all the crimes he had committed, all the nasty things. Justin was good in Southland Tales, and I kind of like In Time. Just in Time? Is that what the movie was? This premise actually sounds pretty good. I would love to watch this. I would love to give it a... In order for Pitka to become the next Deepak Chopra, he must help the team actualize their potential to win the Stanley Cup. Okay, wait. The whole reason the team has been plagued with losses, it's also due
to divorce.
In part fact that a marital tragedy has thrown off their star players' game.
All these men blame everything on divorce.
Oh my god.
You know, this might have ruined Jessica Alba too. She stopped showing up and stuff.
What else was she in? Wasn't she in some Dane Cook stuff? Is that Jessica? That's just Jessica Simpson. No, she was in one too with Dane Cook, right?
I don't know. I don't know Dane Cook lore like that.
Let's see.
Vern Troyer was in The Love Guru.
She's in Little Fockers.
You know what? Maybe
Good luck, Chuck.
Maybe she never had much of a career.
Good luck, Chuck. Dane Cook and Jessica Alba.
It looks great.
I didn't watch it, but everyone, we know of the movie.
Yeah.
In the film, women find their one true love after having sex with a dentist named Chuck Cook.
What?
That's it. Is that he's good luck Chuck? So women screw him because after they break up with him or whatever, then they find.
But
the
then
love
where
of their
does
life.
his story go? You know?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen this. I think she was in a horror movie with a hand coming out of an eyeball on the cover.
This premise is crazy.
Yeah.
While playing Spin the Bottle at a party in 1985, 10-year-old Chuck refuses the sexual advantage of a goth girl named Anisha Carpenter. In retaliation, she places a hex on him, saying that once a girl has been with him, to the next she will be true. That's what you get, I guess.
That's what you get. Dude.
If you turn down a goth girl.
Oh my god. And he just runs a career dentist across the office from his friend Stu's plastic surgery business. Yeah, all right.
No, I'm good.
But when was Love Guru? Love Guru was when? 2008. So let's go to just the filmography and see what happened after 2008. Acting career. Don't they have?
Yeah, at the bottom probably.
Sorry. There we go. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
up to
she
this.
kept working a little bit.
Camp Nowhere, Paranoid, Sin City, Fantastic Four. That's what we know her for, I guess.
She cooked
was
a lot of
herself and Knocked Up. Good Luck, Chuck. The Love Guru.
Okay.
Machete.
She kept
Little
going.
Fuckers.
She did the Spy Kids movie. No one
Martin
remembers.
Scorsese Eats a Cookie. Never seen that. The Power of Goth Girl.
Dude, she's terrible.
This
is awful.
It's all very bad.
Yeah.
It's all very bad.
I feel like she was bigger than her body of work, you know?
Absolutely. Was there a big TV? She played Jessica Simpson on Mad TV. Jessica Alba played Jessica Simpson on Mad TV.
Yeah, poor girl.
This is crazy. Oh, I guess music video work? Was Jessica Alba really just the Invisible Woman in Fantastic Four and that's it?
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
I guess, is it just like modeling
All
career?
her awards are for children or their Razzies.
Oh my god. I guess it was a modeling career then,
Wait,
right?
wait. Go down,
Was
go
there?
down. There's look at the Spike TV awards. Look at what she won.
Which one?
Spike TV guys.
Hottest Jessica. Okay, that's so crazy. This was the Guy's Choice Awards. They went from 2007 to 2016. This was the first year. She got Hottest Jessica. Did they do it again? No. Oh my god. But okay. All right. Well,
Good for her.
God bless Jessica Alba.
Dude, speaking of divorce, you know what I want to talk about?
Yeah. What?
You know weddings, right?
No.
You know what a wedding is. So wedding season's ending.
People don't
and
do that.
I've had like I think 5 people I know get married this summer,
Yeah.
and
5? How can you know? Oh, 5 people you know.
5 people I know. I didn't go to 5 weddings. I know.
No, I mean, but don't you need 2 people to get married? That's what I'm saying.
So-
Was one a thruple?
Well, no,
triad?
I don't know their husbands.
But they had multiple husbands.
Yeah, yeah.
I get what
So
you're...
5 instances of marriage,
Okay.
and I thought this was dying out, where like the woman takes the husband's last name, but it's not dying out at all. This summer it was 5 for 5.
5 for
The
5?
woman took the husband's last name, and I just don't get it, man. What is the thing? So I have no issue with the idea that if you're marrying, you want to have like one united family name, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why is it always the woman giving up her name? Why is like there's something going on there, right? Like
Yeah.
there's some
Yeah.
like underlying like
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
reason,
It was predicated
yeah,
on
right,
that.
right,
It's
right.
predicated on
and
that,
it's
yeah.
weird that like no one is breaking the mold on it.
Correct.
So I think you both agree on a cool last name,
a new last name.
and you both do that. Or my personal theory, the wedding guests should vote on who's settling and who's reaching. And Once whoever is the reacher has to give up their last name, because the settler has already given up enough. They're
true.
giving up a little bit of their pride.
Yes.
They're probably giving up some money.
Their pride.
Their freedom.
Their reputation.
Yeah, their reputation.
Their reputation.
So
the opportunity cost of the opportunity to be a reacher themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reacher, you lose your fucking name. Sorry.
Lose your name, but you've won so much.
Yes, you've got let's be honest, the reacher's usually the man.
The reacher should be the guy always.
Yeah, you got a hot wife, you lose your fucking name, alright? Even Steven, I would call that.
Correct. Maybe they should just make men born with no name, no last name.
I think, so...
I like this idea, though.
It's a great idea, because I like the idea that you wake up on your wedding day and you don't know what your name will be at the end of the night.
Yeah, and I also think that...
I mean, in some relationships, you know.
Yes, in some relationships, you know, and that's the thing is, I feel like people would know to the point where you wouldn't worry about people sympathy voting or pity voting the other way. You'd be like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like, people, it wouldn't be like, oh, well, if you have more guests, you're going to get the name. It would be like, no, people on your side are definitely
voting. And an anonymous vote, they would be
an anonymous vote, it would be, what's opposite of anonymous? Anonymous? They would do anonymous vote. And they would do a space anonymous vote. Everyone would raise their hand the right way.
Yeah, right, because it's like, dude, I'm really happy for you, but let's be serious here. You know what I mean?
It's like you won enough.
Yeah. So the nerve of these pricks. The nerve.
Also, what's the consequence? You have to change your driver's license. That's what it should be. It should be like maybe like you said, the vote. You draw straws, whatever. Because the biggest consequence of it is that you change your driver's license.
No, it has to be a vote. It has to be a vote. It can't be based on chance. You can't draw straws. No.
Okay.
They have to know that they're reaching.
Why? You want to beat down the reachers?
It needs to set some balance in the marriage.
Are you saying that for all the women you went to the wedding for, the men were always the reacher?
I didn't go to most of these weddings.
Okay.
But I would say
in all these scenarios,
I would say in general in life,
yeah,
the woman is the one settling.
They're beautiful.
Like 75% of the time.
Absolutely.
So
men are inherently disgusting.
The goal of these men to say, you're mine now. You belong to my name. It's too much for me. That's why we need to bring back democracy to this just barbaric
Jim Joknovich, LOL.
That's
Casey says.
Well, maybe in that instance it worked out. Joknovich is an ugly ass name. It could end there.
Should it be like that plays a
maybe that factors in?
It could be like vote for the reacher, and then there's a third box where it says
who has the shittier name.
Check this box if you pick the name based on the appeal of the name itself, not the person.
Well, you know what they were doing in the early 2010s? They were doing like hyphens.
Yeah.
It would be like if we got married, it would be Dahlia Brown. Dahlia hyphen Brown. But then, where does it end?
Yeah.
If your kids then do hyphens themselves,
maybe Dahlia Brown, Dahlia Brown.
No. Like, I feel like that solution, the hyphen, was very poorly thought out.
Yeah.
If that's the standard from that point, people at this point would have 24 last names.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing in like Spanish countries. Like in Spain and like in Venezuela too, I know because like my mom and everything is that you say that your last name is like say you get married, you say like my grandma's or my mom's name was like Dahlia and her maiden name is Duran, right? So then she's Dahlia de Duran.
Okay.
So that's how they say it. Like that's the family she came, but it's still like taking a new name.
Yeah.
But then in like Spain. I think they do it so that your kids, again, it's like the hyphen thing, but it's like you have two last names. It's like you have your mom and your dad's last name, but those are the kids, not the people. But I guess the people keep their names. The people keep their names, and then your kid is like, what is that? Your dad's family's names? You know what I mean?
Your kid is also just so your kid gets both names.
What?
Your kid just gets
your
both
kid
names.
gets both names.
So that's just screwing the kid over.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't add up because then what do they do with that kid too?
Yeah.
And then I guess they're just picking the dad's names at the beginning anyway.
Right.
Because they have both names to begin with.
What if it was like you both keep your names and then you decide whose house you are?
Yeah.
Like you're Dahlia of House Brown.
Yeah. Casey says, I knew a same-sex couple that came up with a last name that was a combo of both their last
That's
names.
sick.
That is cool. And Casey agrees that Djokovic needed to die. She said that's why her brother has girls. But they're feeding into it. Maybe the Djokovic will live through them. We don't know. They might be voted for. I would for sure take a gal's last name if it's cooler than mine. Yes. You just have to pick the sexiest name so that you're doing your kid a favor.
The combo is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Like,
then I guess you have to decide, though, which part of which name.
yeah.
But I guess you can sort of grow up and move beyond having the first part of your name if it's not the coolest part.
No, like it would be one word.
I understand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying if you made a compound word, like would it be Dalown or Browlia?
It'd be drown.
Drown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah. Exactly. That's the coolest iteration. But that's why Mike Myers fell off. Also, his parents named him after a serial murderer,
Oh, that's a good point.
That's
Is that his
why-
real name?
Michael John Myers.
That's a creepy ass name.
It is a.
That's for sure his name. Wow, hold on.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say born as blank.
Right. Well, I guess he was born in 1963. When did Michael Myers? When did Halloween come out?
Like 78.
The Avatar Sean just resubbed! Let's go! Thank you so much, Sean. You just resubbed with Prime. Sean, what does this have to do with Street Fighter? This is not Street Fighter. This is NickyBato Live, Sean. Welcome in, Sean. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for subbing. You're a legend, Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holiday weekend edition of NickyBato. Casey says one of their last names started with Carr, and the others' last names ended with Son, so now they're the Carsons.
That worked out beautifully.
That worked out fantastic.
I don't think most would work out like that though.
Yeah, that's almost like they're picking a name that exists too. This was in 1978. Was there any way for Mike Myers' parents to know?
It was
15 years.
It was the perfect timing where he already existed, but he wasn't famous yet.
Yeah.
So then the people of the movie wouldn't be like, we can't name our serial killer after the Austin Powers guy. That
Exactly.
makes no sense.
He would be like, groovy, baby. Oh my god. Sean says, I used Prime so that Bezos could support you, and I still come out on top for helping the little man. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Dude, I watched I watched Hell House LLC this weekend. Have you ever seen that? Anybody in chat, you guys see Hell House?
We're moving into spooky season.
Yeah, this is spooky season. So, it's like a found footage movie, and it's about these people from New York City that, like, has too many Draculas. Madrogo says, you're absolutely right. Too many Draculas. Too many. So, it's this found footage movie where these people from New York City move to, like, this town upstate in Rockland County, New York, and they buy an abandoned hotel. It's like a condemned hotel, and they buy it and turn it into a haunted house. That's, like, what they've been doing in, like, Queens for a few years, and they want to do it upstate to, like, hit a new market, and also it's, like, scarier upstate, whatever, I don't know. So they do it, and then the opening night, it, like, there's some sort of, they say, equipment malfunction, and all the staff die. All the staff die, and also 15 tour goers. So it's like, what happened? So then one of the people that survived, this person here, has, like, tapes that they were, like, filming, documenting the whole, like, putting together the haunted house and whatever happened that night. And so you're watching, like, those tapes. And yeah, there's way too many Draculas. It sucked.
That's
it
all
was
you
like,
have to say.
It's really funny. So they have, like, they get to this abandoned hotel, and they're, like, looking around, creepy old abandoned place. In the basement, there's, like, all this satanic ritual stuff written on the walls. And it's like, that's just there when they got there. And they're like, okay, let's just ignore this. And then there's tons of moments where they're they're doing the found footage where, like, there are all these specters and scary things happening and stuff. And, like, And they just are like, yeah, but well, we have to open up, you know?
Yeah.
And I have no idea. Either way, when the monsters come out, they're just like these hooded figures that are just like, they look like the bad guys in Kingdom Hearts.
Does it look like shit? Or is it like well made?
I don't know if it's
like, is it
well
like
made.
clearly bad? Is what like
I don't know. I don't really know.
Clearly amateurs.
I don't think it was that good. And I also am not a fan that they went with... They have several sequels to it because it's really taking me out of the whole found footage thing.
Well, it's real, right?
Oh, yeah,
This
it is
really
real.
happened?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It really happened, yeah. So the second one is actually real, too.
Is it the same hotel every
Yeah,
time?
it's the same hotel, same place every time. So that's why I don't know. I didn't really care for it too much. It was a little The other thing that was goofy to me about it was, in the Blair Witch Project, you're constantly unsettled.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie. In this movie, I felt like there was too much of just like white kids hanging out with nothing creepy.
That's my
happening.
worst brand of movie.
You know what I mean?
White kids hanging out.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, there's some scary stuff that happens in the hotel, and they show it, and they show it. It's like way too big of a portion of the movie is just like friends hanging out.
People who look like that are not interesting.
No, they're not interesting. No, they're not at all. So I was kind of disappointed with that, I guess, was that I thought it wasn't like Blair Witch
It's
enough.
good that we take a movie that made no money whatsoever and beat it down even more.
All the best parts were with Jerry, or whatever his name was, Jerry.
You know this wildly unsuccessful movie that everybody hated?
The clown actor. Dude, good. Iron Fry says, welcome in, Iron Fry. Dude, the most hysterical part of this movie is that the final room of the haunted house that they build is that they get this smoking hot babe to be chained up, and her whole thing is she's supposed to be helpless, like there's a monster in the room or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's their angle. That's that's what they're pitching it as, is that, hey, we have
But you
a
were
hot
so
babe
distracted by how
that I forgot to be scared.
You weren't scared at all.
Everybody was just not scared,
Your
but
eyeballs
nervous.
fell into your hands.
Yeah, and I was like, like, dude, because they're having like a really pretty girl, like, they actually tie her up, which is weird to me. You know, she's acting. Why does she need to be really tied up? But they're like, we're gonna have a bunch of clown actors downstairs too, and one of them's gonna be a big buff dude.
Dude, I'm so over clowns.
Dude, it's crazy.
That's the mark of an uncreative person.
Yes.
Let's just
Dude,
make it a clown.
Exactly.
Like,
It
come
sounds
on.
like the shittiest idea
Fuck
ever,
off,
right?
yeah.
It's like, okay, we're going to have a dark room with a clown in it. And he's supposed to be big enough and, jacked to protect her in case anything gets hairy. Right?
Yeah.
So when they're doing the found footage part where they go into the basement and the girl is like crying, like,
Clown.
dude, yeah, they got this Jack clown. Yeah. They got, this poor girl is tied up and she's like, this isn't part of the show, and everybody's sort of like dumbstruck, like all the tour goers are like, are we supposed to, like, what's going on? And all the monsters are there, but they don't look like monsters, they're just hooded figures. And then the guy who's supposed to protect her, who's like pretending to be asleep as a clown, as soon as the hooded figures come out, she starts screaming, he gets up and runs out. He runs out
Of guys in hoods? He's so afraid of guys in hoods?
He's so afraid of guys in hoods that this guy in the clown costume runs out. He barrels through all the tour goers because there was crowd crush happening on the staircase to the basement to where people couldn't get in or out into the basement. And he somehow barreled through all of them and got outside. He's the only staff member that lived. He's the only staff member that lived in the lore of the movie.
Well, in real life, too.
In real life, too, yeah. Yeah.
That's okay, that is actually, sorry. I really fucking like haunted houses. Like, attractions, but that's always in the back of my mind. That's actually, I might like this movie because they've tapped into a fear I've had for a while.
What?
That amidst the haunted house, there's one real psycho who snuck in.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
actually gonna kill me.
Yes.
Like last year I went to one, and at the end, Mike Myers, the comedic actor, chases you.
And he was saying like, "Love Guru 2, Love Guru 2."
And then it turned out it was the real Mike Myers. I was fucking horrified. No, there's a 6'4" guy in the Mike Myers gear and like a big knife, and there is a very small part of me I'm embarrassed to admit. Thinks, what if this is a real guy who's not supposed to be here?
Well, I feel like if you didn't think that, it wouldn't be
scary.
It's the whole point is
but no, I think
scariness,
so.
right?
I don't know if there's some people who think this is Mike Myers, and then there's some people who think, what if this is a real guy?
I see.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Dude, oh my god.
I don't like. You know what I don't like? I don't like chainsaws because if you have a fake knife, you have a fake knife. They use real chainsaws though. They take the blade off, but they use real chainsaws. But there is a part that's like, what if they forgot to take the blade off?
That's really scary. Oh my god.
It's like what Alec Baldwin did on that movie set.
Yeah, what was it? Boss Baby. He killed a guy.
Yeah, he actually
shot
killed
a guy
a guy.
on Boss Baby. Dude, okay, look at this. This chat is smoking me right now. Sean says they should make a horror movie about a mime. They did, Sean. Majorga says The Terrifier. They did,
yeah.
and it was great. And then, Majorga's saying about the guy. He runs out, and then no one else can get out. It's so crazy. He just kept running. Okay, but then Sean says they should make a second horror movie about a mime.
He's a
Terrifier 2. Even better than the first. The rare sequel better than the original. Sean says, you know what's scarier than a chainsaw? Filing your taxes. Oh my god. Shout out to Stephen Cognetti for making a piece of shit movie I had to watch.
What is your favorite part of haunted houses?
My favorite part.
Do you
of
like the
haunted
aura
houses?
or do you like the jump scares? Do
I
you ever
think
get an
that-
aura when you're in a haunted house?
The favorite thing that I ever...
That means you're having a seizure.
Yeah. I'm always a fan of people that pretend to stay still and then they move.
That's great.
I
that
like
takes
that.
so much skill, too.
Yeah.
Because I
really
like twitch
that.
a lot. I'd be like going like this. They'd be like, why is that statue shrugging his shoulder? They're like, okay, damn it, just go.
I went to one haunted house that was really cool where you walked past like this glass that had like it almost felt like you were looking in a one way or a two what is it, a one way mirror? Is that it, or a 2-way mirror they call it?
2-way.
And so you feel like you're watching some guy in the electric chair get electrocuted, and he's like, and then out of nowhere, scared the crap out of me. They had some other heavy like mannequin body on a rope, and they dropped it, and it arced down and smacked the
really
window as hard as it could.
That's really good.
So you're like really immersed in watching this guy wriggle and writhe, and then you just get smacked in the,
that's good.
Like what feels like the momentum of a real body. And it was so crazy.
Dude, when I worked at the haunted house, I really wanted to be a jump scare guy.
Yeah.
And because I'm, like, charismatic, they gave me a fucking, like, speaking role.
So what were you doing? You were doing, like, Michigan J. Fry, and you're like, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
No, I was a scientist.
Yes.
And I was in charge of the T-Rex.
Yes.
And I knew it wasn't scary.
Yeah.
I knew it was fucking stupid. It was a stupid animatronic that just, like, yells at you.
Yeah.
But I had to fucking sell that shit and be like, the dinosaurs are out. Quick, guys, we have to escape through the lab.
Yes.
And then at the end, the T-Rex comes. And I had a button. Sometimes the button wouldn't fucking work. So then the T-Rex wouldn't come. They'd be like half a mile down the road, and then the T-Rex would work. And I'd be like, thanks, you fucking asshole. But one time it like came on and went beautifully, and the woman was just like, you gotta do better than that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this is not my fault. Like,
what the hell? They said that, really?
I didn't pitch the T-Rex.
Yeah, what the hell? They think that
I'm just a guy. They're giving me $14 an hour.
They think that Kevin McCurdy's haunted house is a flea market of scarers that all gather together.
Freelance scares.
Yeah.
And I showed up with my T-Rex head.
Yeah, you lease a plot on Kevin McCurdy's land to...
Fuck Kevin McCurdy. Fuck him.
He's a nasty guy. Didn't he
Piece
not
of
pay
shit.
you guys?
No, he paid me. He's a piece of shit for other reasons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fuck him. Leave Google reviews of 1 star on Kevin McCurdy's Haunted Mansion.
What happened with that? Do you want to talk about it or no?
Nah, fuck him.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
F Kevin McCurdy, sirs, madams, and legends.
I just basically said what that woman said. I said this T-Rex sucks dick. We gotta do something scary. A T-Rex? One of those dinosaurs aren't real.
And Kevin got offended.
Yeah.
And he just said, you're out of order.
Fuck the T-Rex, too. Do you know how embarrassing it is when people are coming out of a lab and they know there's supposed to be a dinosaur there, and it's just you fucking clicking a button because this dumb ass won't just jump out of the woods like he's supposed to?
Casey says, I drove that little a-hole in middle school.
She's talking about
says
Kevin
Nick.
McCurdy's son. Oh, yeah, me.
Nick.
Thanks for the unrelated stray.
You drove Kevin McCurdy's son?
Yeah, he punched a girl. Like, I don't know if we can talk about this.
My
No, we
God.
can't. This is crazy. I think this is
I'm like, wait, Kevin McCurdy's just a boy?
his son is not Kevin McCurdy. His son's like Sean McCurdy, I think.
But does he like run it now or something?
He's the one I had a real issue with. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Nasty guy.
Yeah, I don't want to publicly slander him though. You never know. They're powerful people. They run Kevin McCurdy's haunted mansion. I wanted for my birthday to go to Oh, Void's here.
Void.
Who's that?
Yo, Void. How you doing tonight, Legend? What's going on? What's going on?
Who's that woman who killed her family and like got away with it?
Casey Anthony.
Yeah. No, it's like a house. Dude, it's like a house named after... No, not New York City. It's like upstate New York. But it's like a real haunted house. And this thinks I'm looking for attractions.
Yeah, because you typed haunted house New York.
Yeah, that's true. Lizzie Borden. It's Lizzie Borden. Yeah, that's true. He's always on it.
Lizzie Borden house. Okay, here, we're going to bring it up. I'll bring up the official website and the wiki. Let's see. Let me switch back to our view. Casey Anthony, thank you, Madroko. Yes. Lizzie Borden. Okay, we got the Lizzie Borden house. Her house is like a Hell House LLC.
She is highly suspected of killing her family.
Welcome to the location of America's greatest unsolved murder mystery, which took place in 1892. Okay, let's see the Wikipedia. It's in Fall River, Mass.
Yeah, she was acquitted of murdering her father and stepmother. That's kind of a based crime. I wish I did that.
You killed your father and stepmother? And got away with it. Now they have the Nick Brown house.
But they let people stay there, and they.
So this is her actual house, and you could just stay in her room.
Yeah, but I don't know. So, like, if you don't believe in ghosts, what's the appeal of staying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do they play it up? Do they tap the walls at night? Or is it just like a really pleasant time?
Because they say they do ghost hunts and ghost tours.
Oh, ghost hunt from... Yeah, look at the ghost. I'd love to see what that entails. Yeah, let's just book it now.
Yeah, let's just buy it.
Buy the house?
Ghost hunts are a great companion for those who want to conduct a ghost hunt. Thank you.
Great pitch.
What a pitch. Includes your
own ghost hunting equipment. So you really have to be a whack job to get anything out of this.
You could get an add-on of the axe she did it with and a newspaper. Yeah.
I really want, like... What if it's just a really nice Airbnb? You have a great night's sleep and then a beautiful breakfast. And
that's it. This is the Lizzie Borden house.
Like, that didn't seem haunted at all.
I got the Lizzie Borden.
I don't think she did it. Wait, go up.
She looks like Elon Musk, Johnny says.
I thought she's kind of bad.
Fake bad.
Ghost house tours are offered. 90-minute tours are offered daily from 10 a.m. Dude, $40 a night, really?
You can get a virtual tour. We could do it on the pod.
Yeah.
Virtual ghost tours and house tours are available on demand 24/7, so you can enjoy it. Let's see. $13 per viewing.
Wait, is it really only $40 a night to go there?
No, it's $40 a night for the attraction, I think.
Oh.
To stay there, it may be more.
Probably so much more.
Yeah. And what happens if you're staying there while people want to have a tour? Do they just go through your room?
Do you think it would be fun? Because we're both not really big ghost believers, right? Unless you are, and I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm a ghost
Whoa,
believer.
this
I guess
girl looks
kind
sexy though, right there.
Enhance.
Pull her up, yeah.
Pull her up.
Is that
How would I
Lizzie
pull?
Borden?
How would I pull her up?
Oh my
This is
God.
so crazy. Nick is about to. I just died in your arms tonight.
Wait, I think you went too far. Who is that girl?
Who is this girl, Nick?
She could haunt me.
Who's he?
Well, he looks kind of creepy. Like this,
He
I don't know.
does.
Maybe it would be fun.
That might be.
See how much a room is.
Okay, let's see. And we want to stay in the murder room.
That's where it went down.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
they're
guess.
all unavailable. This is crazy. Madrone, you down to go?
I can't even. I can't even pick another month.
Really?
I think it would be awesome. Hell yeah. It's totally unavailable.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. I want the Ash. Madruga says hell yeah. Dude, Bato! Ash! What's going on, Ash? Welcome in, welcome in. I want to stay there with you and 10 other people. Yes, we all buy an axe.
There's one
Yeah.
bed. What do you mean?
Dude,
10 other-
this would be so sick. I can't believe...
Who's Andrew and Abby? Are they the people who were dead?
No idea. Maybe, yeah, that must be. Let's see in the Wikipedia, is that it? Andrew and Abby Borden, yeah. That's
Nice.
That's the dead people.
Can we read about what happened that night?
Yes. I was trying to find like a big thing about it. It's just this paragraph.
Hi, Ash. I feel great. Thank you for asking.
Yes. Ash, Nicky is alive.
We're hoping it gets worse, though.
We're hoping it gets worse. Bato, I missed you. I missed you too, Ash. But we're back now, so fear not. Miss no longer. NickyBato is back. Madruga says we all get the axe and we get in an argument the night before, so there's a ton of
You
tension.
think it's a real axe?
Yeah. It has to
I mean,
be.
it's $25. It has to be real.
It has to be real. The house was the property of Andrew Borden, Lizzie's father, who was a member of the
So he was a member of high society,
High
too.
society.
This sounds like a good crime.
She bought another house that she named Maplecroft. Well, I know she's crazy now because she's buying a
Wait,
house.
which house is it? The murder
The
one?
first house.
Okay,
This is the other bullshit house.
No, this is how Anthony Bourdain died?
Oh my god!
That was Madrone's joke.
The food reviewer, he has a show. What do you guys do at Ash House? We're looking at haunted house stuff now. This is the Lizzie Borden house. She really killed her parents in a crazy double murder and got away with it because she wasn't a witch. That was it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like it's you just can't murder people these days. You never
It's
get
so
away
hard.
with it.
You never get away with murder
it.
today.
You know that
It's so hard.
Yeah,
Dude, if you were in even say the 70s, dude,
you could cook.
you could cook. Someone.
Oh
You
my-
could kill people left and right. No one would.
You know that story where it's like she bludgeons her husband to death with like a frozen thing of meat, and then cooks the meat and feeds it to the cops who are questioning her. So then the murder weapon is completely gone because people ate it, and that's how she got away with it.
No.
You couldn't do that now, though.
Why? Because people know how
They
people taste.
pinpoint it. They'd be able to tell he was hit with meat. You know.
Oh yeah. Dang.
I think that is my biggest regret. Like, we have all this technology, which makes your life easier in a lot of ways. It's so hard to murder now, though.
The Ravioli Ninja, welcome, Rav! Get in here! You couldn't murder today because of wokeness?
Serial killers have gone woke.
Whatever happened to the Charlie Mansons?
You know what I remember as a kid? Remember we have a serial killer where we live, Kendall Francois?
Francois, yeah.
I remember as a kid, people telling me what Kendall Francois did. He murdered all these women. But
Yeah.
then they would go, but they were prostitutes, so. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Ew,
so
no.
he basically didn't do anything wrong then. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Did someone say that?
dude, I heard it several times.
No, I believe you that
They
was
were like,
the,
oh, so
those-
it wasn't even people. Yeah.
Ah.
Why'd they lock him up?
What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. Ew. Rav, you're here for the woke. Hop on the serial killer train. You know what annoys me?
You know what? Serial killers nowadays, they're too worried about what gender they are, and they're not killing. What annoys you?
I was gonna say it annoys me when they had that show Unsolved Mysteries, Isn't every mystery unsolved?
It's a little redundant.
Once they solve it, it becomes a tale. It becomes a tale. It's not really a mystery. Unsolved mysteries, yeah. It's a little
I hate watching unsolved mysteries too because they're so interesting. And you're like, and then they're like, and that's all we got.
Yeah.
Hey, but why'd you fucking leave me on there?
Exactly.
I thought you'd solve it before the episode ended.
Exactly. Isn't 90 minutes enough time, or 45 minutes enough time with commercials, man?
That's
Solved mysteries doesn't sound as good, but that doesn't make sense either, Raz. That's saying that's a solved mystery.
So it's not a mystery.
Yeah. It's just a happening that we retell. It's not a mystery anymore.
Unsolved.
They should make a show called Unsolved Mysteroons.
How would you get away with murder nowadays?
How would I get away with murder?
You know what I do? I would just taxidermy the body.
Yeah.
And then keep it. You never have to dispose of a body that you keep, and then you just never have guests.
I would probably... I think that's really good.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That's like Weekend at Bernie's, except it's the rest of your life at Nicky's. I would try to dress up as them and do some things. Do some of the things that they used to do so no one notices they went missing.
So then, alright, so like you'd be caught on like a security camera dressed up as them, and then according to the authorities, they'll be like, well, they were alive at this point.
It's my alibi.
But you killed them much earlier than that.
Yes. I say, yeah, I would say if it's the person that I killed, I did that way before they were seen. They were seen in public. Casey says, our serial killer worked where I work. I work with people that knew and worked with him. That's
Kendall
insane.
Francois, yeah.
Kendall Francois, yeah. That is nuts, yeah. Rock Bottom! Welcome! We're back, Bottom! Rock Bottom! Welcome, Rock! How you doing tonight, Rock Bottom? We love you, Rock! How are you tonight? We're talking about mysteries and how to solve them and how to get away with them.
Dude, that's the thing. The Ravioli Ninja makes such a good point. You can't even find advice on how to do it. Back in the old days, you go to the library and you pull up the encyclopedia how to dispose of a body.
Exactly.
There's no evidence you did that.
Yeah, you used to go on one of those microscopes that lets you look at newspapers. And you look at newspaper clippings on how to get away with it.
It's not traceable.
It's not traceable, and it doesn't happen anymore. There's only one unsolved mystery, but it wouldn't make for very good television, I fear. It would make for a great podcast talk show, I think. Yo, real life Phasmo? Let's do it. Yes, Ash. Ash is
What's
into
that
the...
mean?
Phasmophobia is a video game where you like go into a haunted house and you like are trying to like take pictures and evidence of the ghost and figure out what the ghost is.
Oh,
It's
that's
a really
dope.
It's a really cool video game. So yeah.
Hold on, can I actually look something up?
Yes, but yes, you can.
Here,
Yeah,
I'll
go
look something
ahead.
up on your computer.
Look at my how-tos. Tuna says starts to Rolly. Welcome in, Tuna! Someone got caught in my state for Googling how to do it? No way, Rav. What?
Oh, okay. So I just wanted this on your computer. Just in case.
Oh my god! Okay, let me go to the other view just so people can see the type in. How to kill someone you hate and get away with it. You just wanted that on my system. Thanks a lot, Nick. I'm gonna get arrested like Rav. Oh my god! I said you should plan for it. We are gonna have some Phasmo content here. We'll go to the other view. We need our faces.
Wait,
back.
what is? I'm interested in this Phasmo shit.
Yes, it's Madroga says I play Phasmophobia in virtual reality with my friend Lorenzo, and he just lays on the ground because the ghost can't get you if you lay down in VR. Madrone, it's really funny. So yes, the game is that you and 3 other people are ghost hunters, right? And you're going to a haunted house, and you have like camera, tools, radio, like Geiger, whatever they have, all these ghost hunting equipment, and you're trying to get evidence of the ghost trying to haunt you. But the ghost can also kill you and whatever.
Yeah.
So it's very scary, and it's especially scary if you play it like Madro because, like he said, he plays it with people in virtual reality, so it's just like you're putting the goggles on and you're walking through the haunted house yourself. And it's so crazy. And,
That's sick.
And
there's a non-VR version too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Madrone wrote a mod for the game where the instead of randomly picking what ghost you guys do for a level, it always picks the most violent, nasty ghost. And he had it always target a specific username, which was our friend Pat, who we played with. So it would always spawn the nastiest ghost, and it would always kill him instantly. It was the funnest prank.
Wait.
Madrone goes, we all die, and he crawls out of the house and gets in the ghost van and just leaves. That's so funny, Madrone.
This is okay. You know when you say,
why is this still up?
no, wait. I want to keep it up because I have a funny thing to say about it.
Okay, now it's on my page twice.
When you want to kill yourself, Google just says, don't do this, and call for help.
Yeah.
When you want to kill someone, you actually get results. This guy says, bathe in an acidic solution to remove the top layer of skin. Stand in a dark alleyway outside of a nightclub and shoot a drunk guy with us. So he
What
has a
the
list
hell?
of... It's one thing to look this up. It's another to type up actual ways to do it.
Yeah. Dude, someone made a Prezi on how to do it. What the hell?
1, have guts. 2, pick a target.
Preferably someone you hate in bold. Weapons. Finish him off, then proceed to teabag. Okay. Thanks for the Prezi. Oh my god. Rap says, Luigi's Mansion, but you die. Is that the plot? Now look up how to make a bomb. This is diabolical.
Look up flights to California, then look up how to make a bomb.
Look up the radius of a nuke. I'll just go to the Oppenheimer page. Oh my god, Lizzie Borden. I thought she was related to Jeff Borden. I typed in Jew. I typed in Joof.
Jew boredom.
Jeff Borden. Oh, I'm thinking of Jeff Corwin. He's an American biologist.
What?
Did you ever watch Jeff Corwin's Quest? The Corwin. Did you guys ever know Jeff Corwin? He was a master of science, specifically snakes. Where's Corwin's Quest? The was it just called? I thought. Am I making up Corwin's Quest? It was just called the Jeff Corwin Experience.
The way you have nothing about this memorized at all. You know Jeff,
But I feel like
do you
people-
know Jeff Borden's Quest? It's the Jeff Corwin Experience.
I feel like it'll resonate with some people though. You guys remember you used to watch the Animal Planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on there.
Yeah.
It was like Steve Irwin and this guy. But it was really funny how close his last name was to Irwin.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it was
that is
Jeff
funny,
Corwin,
yeah.
and their shows ran like back to back.
That
It
is
was
how
like
I feel-
Crocodile Hunter, Jeff Corwin Experience.
That's how I feel about Johnny Sins and Sean Lawless. Very similar names.
Yeah, that's true. Not phonically, but
was one an answer to another?
Yes, yeah. Look up the floor plans of the Washington Monument.
So how do you do
the radius of the nuke, the bomb, the
We could do a real life Phasma thing. If one of our friends
pop? Oh well.
dressed up as a ghost.
One of our friends.
Like we could do like a real life Phasma thing.
Yeah, we
Like
could.
if we rent out an empty house.
Yes, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely
We pay
could.
a few people to be ghosts.
Yeah,
That would
and
be
one
sick.
really buff guy to run out when the
Yeah.
when the satanic worshippers
And one hot babe.
and one hot. Rodrigo says he'll bring his VR. Thank you, Madroga. What are these buttons on the chair popped? Oh, I found it. There we go. What are these little buttons?
It's over, bro.
It's over. Oh my god. You got. I really like watching Wild Boys though. That like Jackass spinoff.
That was like Steve Irwin too.
That was like Steve Irwin. You're actually not allowed to use Mantine in competitive Pokemon anymore because of Steve Irwin.
What?
List of Gen 2 Pokemon. Do they have pictures? They don't even have a picture. It's just based on a manta ray.
Oh.
Never mind. I like the pirate guy in the hat. Yeah, what was his name? He was the guy that always did He was a master of snakes as well. It wasn't in Australia. Yeah, there it is. This one. Yeah, Wild Boys. Steve-O, Pontius, and what was the guy's name? Was it Manny Puig? He was one of the guys. Manny was always on it, but there was another guy, right? Do you guys know about the Norm Macdonald bit about Steve Irwin's death? It's some of his best work. Fill us in,
I actually
mister.
don't know.
Fill us in.
Yeah.
Yeah, fill us in.
But it sounds funny. Just, I feel like I know where it's gonna go. That's he.
Loomis, this guy.
That guy. Okay.
This guy, Loomis. Mister, do you think that you need to nail the landing like in a call? Because we could have you phone in. Billy, yeah, Billy Fall.
Billy.
Billy
Oh my
Loomis.
God.
Dude, did we talk about it when we saw Jackass? How disappointing the new Jackass actors are, because they were. It was like
it's a dying.
They had like the new Jackass movie, and it was like they had like a couple like newbies, right? Because I mean,
terrible.
Knoxville is like old and almost dead,
almost dying.
Yeah. So they're all just like gung ho to get hurt, you know? They're like, okay, we're gonna taser your tongue, and they're like, yeah, okay. They're like happy about it. It's not Jackass, dude.
There needs to be a
scared.
semblance of fear, and you gotta react. Even if you can eat it, you gotta react.
You have to
like,
react.
Yeah.
That's the whole fun of it.
Yeah.
Dude, the whole point of what was the one? It was like they had this thing where like Steve-O, right? It was a competition between if Steve-O, who could talk, who could go the longest without yelling or something, while getting really hurt.
Yeah.
And
it was Steve-O and two new people.
It was Steve-O
and the new
and two
people
new
were like too cool for it.
They were too cool for it. They got hurt and they didn't talk at all. And Steve-O had all this like pomp and circumstance, right, coming out like
a real showman,
a real showman. And then they he karate kicked himself in the shin with a skateboard or something. It was a skateboard guillotine. Yeah, they dropped it on his shin and he yelled so fast as soon as it hit his legs. It was the best.
That's the thing.
stuff.
The point of Jackass is not to win. It's to be funny.
It's to be funny, yes. Dark Shark got to take over the show. But Joe is so right. Dark Shark was the only funny one. He was only good. Oh. Ash says, Bato, I hurt me knee really bad, so you're making me feel better. Hurt me knee. What's our favorite movie? The Banshees of Inisherin. Just go to that time. We're going to make that knee feel better.
How'd you hurt it?
Hell yeah, Ash. Yeah, how'd you hurt your knee, Ash? The Mission says, just look it up. I wouldn't do it justice. Let's look it up. Let's see. Norm Macdonald. Steve Irwin. Was it on The Daily Show? Let's see. We'll bring it up. Loved Pontius dancing in the dark room. That was so funny.
Hold on, I remember this joke. It's really funny. Yeah.
This is go to ComedyCentral.com. This is lame. Maybe one of the TikToks will actually have like the short form version.
People calling me, man, they're shocked. Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it. Who got killed? The crocodile hunter. Please don't make me laugh at this. And they were like, he was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile. The word of crocodiles. Because he got killed by some fruity fish. Crocodiles were like, hey man, that crocodile hunter got killed. Who did it, Frank? Nah, you don't even want to know. Please don't do this anymore.
Okay, this is so good.
So Bill, man, you had a chance. When the guy go, man, I had a chance. I had that mother. He was climbing his stick. I could have eaten him and his kid.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Holy crap!
Tell you that story, Bill? Yeah, only 1,000 times.
Okay, that's really good. That is really funny.
Okay, welcome to my new series.
All right. Here we go. That was awesome. Oh, Mr. That's the YouTube video of it. Thank you.
I wanted to talk about the crocodile.
Oh, we just watched it, so.
You know, I feel like there was.
Is it just the audio? Thank you, Mr. Thank you for sending it.
I feel like there was something. I feel like society needed serial killers. You know what I mean? Keep us honest.
What?
A society needed serial killers. It keeps us honest. Keeps us on our toes.
You think
we don't
serial
have them
killers-
anymore?
We don't have this.
So we all live just so recklessly now.
Yes, yeah. The what do they call it? You know, what's the dramatic way to say it? The man in the shadow. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they kept us in check.
Yeah.
There was one time I was so drunk in New York City, I was pushing through barricades at Grand Central because I didn't want to walk around, and I was like trying to get to the subway, and I was like falling all over the place. I feel like if I had a thought that a serial killer might be around,
You wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have done that, and I would have had like a nice sober night. You know what I mean? But now forensics ruined all that.
It's the dang technology.
I would have been such an easy lick that night too.
Oh,
it would
yeah.
have been the easiest kill he ever had. It's a layup for a serial. Me? Are you kidding?
You drunk?
Me drunk? Yeah.
That's like putting the Crocodile Hunter's
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
on a plate. Oh my god. Ash says your favorite movie is the Transformers movie. Of course.
Is that true?
Yours.
Mine?
You're just saying NickyBato's, or I actually don't know what I did to it, but it's been killing me. Get some ice. We need ice. Did
Actually, you know,
Adam
I hurt
Sandler
my
talk-
fucking knee. You know why I hurt my knee? Because when I fell at the restaurant, I guess I'm a goated faller.
Yes.
My brain might be fucked up.
I think
guess,
you have a bubble in your brain.
Yeah, I
We
guess
need to
I'm a
pop it.
goated faller because I like ducked and weaved all the tables with my head, but then my knees took the brunt of it. Both my knees are like softballs.
Yes.
But it's crazy on the way down. I was like to tables. I was like,
Dude, you were like,
yeah.
you're like the Matrix. You're
That
like,
would have been
Neo,
well. That
I
would have
think
been a
his
nice
name is.
check.
What?
That would have been a check if I hit my head.
Why didn't you do it?
Well, I don't know. I only had one bit in me. I already did the gibberish.
Ash, that's the 1986 movie. Remember? Of course, yes. Transformers 1986. We gotta have the watch party. Yes, that was so funny. Movie's all on YouTube. Madrogo should be a serial killer who kills forensic pathologists.
That's good.
And make them strike. That is fantastic.
They'll be so scared to work on the case, right?
Yeah.
Now that's good.
Madrogo, you just cooked. That's pretty crazy.
That's like someone said the perfect crime is to kill a Supreme Court justice because it's such a serious crime that it'll have to go all the way up to the Supreme Court.
And no one
but
will
the
be able
other
to judge
ones
you.
are such a conflict of interest, they'll have to
Yes.
abstain from the case.
Madrogo says, okay, I'll do it. Oh my gosh. This is really funny. The tabs at the end of NickyBato are so funny right now. It's Lizzie Bordenhouse, How to Kill Someone You Hate and Get Away With It, Norm Macdonald's Steve Irwin, and Jessica Alba's Wikipedia page.
Dude, I was at Friendly Honda the other day because I asked them if they could get my fucking door open. You know how my fucking door isn't open?
Yeah.
But on my way out, it's a very confusing parking lot. But on my way out, I was going the right way because I saw the one-way sign and I followed the one-way sign.
Yeah.
A worker there comes around the corner in a Honda Civic, speeding, turns the corner, and is 2 inches away from hitting my fucking car. I was this close, man. I was this close to a brand new car. What better place to get hit by a car
Then at Honda.
They wouldn't take it to court. They just say, pick any off the lot.
Yeah.
And we'll call it even. I was so mad getting out of there because my reflexes made me slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
But my brain wanted to get hit.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. I was kicking myself on the way out.
Damn. That fall really messed you up.
Yeah.
You just
If
have
I
this
was
black-
if I was sharp, I would.
That's terrible
I
judgment.
would've floored it.
That's
Yeah.
one of the worst judgments you ever made. I think you're usually sharper than that.
I don't feel right, man.
The
Maybe.
Nick I know is a lot sharper than that.
Yeah.
He gets hit by cars.
The Nick I know goes an entire day without drinking water. You know, it's like what Smouse Mouth said. I ain't
What?
the sharpest tool in the shed.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
was looking kind of dumb with a finger and a thumb with the shape of an L on my forehead.
Yep. And then they were like,
The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb.
and then
So
it-
much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with take you in the back streets? And see, I don't know any more.
And then they're like, and it'll still be 2 days to wait, so we're sorry.
Yeah. And they say something about a Chinese chicken.
Well, that's just the impression that I get. So, bars. Well, I've been close to tragedy. And I know folks who have.
What do you mean close to tragedy?
That's the Smash Mouth song.
Oh, yeah.
Zaplysaurus Rex. Welcome, Cecilia. I can't believe I have to catch this VOD on YouTube in a week. Come on, CC. You got to be on top of this. This is holiday weekend, NickyBato. Welcome in, Cecilia. Well, just to give you a taste, we'll run through. This is what you have to look forward to.
Cece, how would you get away with murdering someone? You think?
Yeah, Cecilia would like to know, how would you get away with murdering someone? And who would you murder? No, don't tell us that. We don't want to be accessories.
What's the level of someone I could murder and tell you that you would take it to the grave?
Anyone.
What if it was one of our close mutual friends?
Depending on who it is, I might be happier.
And I said I killed them not in a way that it was... I killed them in a way where they were unrecognizable. It was just so full of rage. I couldn't stop.
I don't think I believe it. Someone we both know.
Yeah.
And are friends with.
Where's the line that you wouldn't take it to the grave?
I don't know. That's not really my business. I don't want to know. I'm not going to say it.
But then once you know, you're part of it.
Once I know I'm part of it, yeah, so I'm not going to be like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I got other things to worry about, dude. I got to, like, go get...
You got bigger things to worry about than your co-host being a serial killer?
Well, I mean, you got to, like, get groceries during the week, dude.
Yeah, that's just
stuff like that. I can't, like, I gotta be like, oh, I got to think about going to the police to turn my best friend in.
We're getting some good tips, actually.
Let's see. Ash says, how was Labor Day? It was fantastic. I was doing some, we were doing some driving practice.
Brilliant.
Me and Mokuba.
Bury them under an endangered flower so the government can't dig it up.
Ashley.
That's insane.
Ashley, are you a serial killer, Ashley?
Who thinks of that?
Ashley, who are you going to do that to? Oh my god. That's insane, Ashley. Hell yeah. Okay, that's idea number one. Cecilia says you have to get rid of all forms of identification and somehow escape the country. What? DNA goes a little too crazy nowadays. That's been the theme of this episode.
Well, because once you make it to Canada, you can't get charged with anything,
technology is too advanced, yeah.
Once you reach Canada, you're good. You basically start over.
Yeah, or like Massachusetts.
Yeah.
If you throw someone in a body of water, you
have to puncture the lungs to make sure. That's weird that she knows all this stuff.
Why are you saying that? That made the flower thing sound crazier. Can't you just run someone over and say, "Oops"?
You can. You actually can. You can just run someone over and then you get like a $25 fine.
Yeah, yeah. What if you kill a girl? It can't be the manslaughter crime. So you get away with it. You get away with it if you accidentally hurt a woman. I think in a car. Yeah, with manslaughter, don't matter. It's yeah. And I always thought it was men's laughter. I thought, how is this a crime?
I'm such a good comedian. They charged me with man's laughter.
Okay, that's a really funny joke. My sister watched a lot of Dexter, so... Oh, dude, with his sister Dee Dee, was she a killer? Dude, Dexter's sister was Deb, actually. I watched Dexter. Did you ever watch Dexter? It was pretty good, but it, like, peaks with there's, like, the John Lithgow season. That's the peak.
Okay.
Everybody agrees.
Is it because he elevated it that much, or
yes.
it was just coincidental that the show got worse after that?
He elevated it really high, and they couldn't match the bar. She was always in his laboratorium. One man's lab is another man's laughter. The Dexter was awesome. Yeah, I love Dexter. So what are we staring at? Cecilia says, you gotta watch the VOD, Cecilia. You gotta watch the VOD.
That's me when I dressed up as Elmo.
This is Nick dressed as Elmo. This is actually a photo that Casey, Nick's mom, took. This is actually a photo that Nick's mom took, and that's all the context we could give you. This is actually coincidentally Jules from chat in here. The endangered flower thing was something I learned. It was that sounds crazy.
You came up with, not learned.
Yeah, it's something you came up with, you serial killer. Self-man's laughter. And Nightwing said many chat messages ago we should get to Lizzo. I saw Nightwing say
I may need to do that next
week.
week.
We're going to have to do it next week.
Actually, there's a couple topics we didn't get to. I wanted to debate whether being gay was a choice or not, but I guess we'll have to do that next week. So we'll do Lizzo and that next week.
Sounds like we're going to need another hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very nuanced.
Well, I'm very nuanced.
I'm serious. I really wanted to.
It's very nuanced.
No, I'm serious. I really want to talk about this.
Okay. Well, we have to do it justice. Then.
We have to do it justice. It has to be a real topic.
We have to give
so
it a
we'll
segment.
do that, then Lizzo next week.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sounds good, everybody. Okay. Well, that's our time for the
You
week.
said Nick, what?
Nick, what? Yeah, everybody can sort of keep their
That'll be our,
their opinion of Nick in suspense until then.
That'll be our cliffhanger.
That's the cliffhanger, everybody. So that's NickyBato Live Holiday Weekend Edition. Happy Labor Day to everybody.
We'll see you
all
Sunday.
The laborers. Salute the Uber drivers.
Yeah,
yep,
absolutely.
and the laborers.